Warning, half of this video is just me crying. Buckle up, people. I can't believe my most anticipated album of 2023 is finally here. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie, and today we are going to be reacting to Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard by the incredible Lana Del Rey. I literally cannot believe that this album is like in my hands right now. So if you're new to the channel, then you may or may not know that I already reacted to The Grants, A&W, and Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard. So definitely go and watch those. So before we get started, I am a singer-songwriter, and I just announced that my brand new single, Gravity, is going to be coming out April 14th. It's the title track of the album by the same name, and there's gonna be a music video, so roll the trailer. Gravity. I have the world in my hands, and I'm taking in all I have ever known, but you are like gravity to me, to me. If you like what you hear, then it would mean the world if you could pre-save Gravity. The link is in the description. And you can also pre-order it for 99 cents on iTunes. Also, if you do end up pre-saving it or listening to any of my music, please let me know down below because I want to be able to personally thank you. Before we start the reaction, don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell so you get notified every time that I post. Give this video a like if you end up liking it. Oh my god, let's finally react to this. Okay, so like I said, I have already heard The Grants and Did You Know, but I don't like skipping any songs when I listen to an album, so we're just going to listen to them anyway and jam out. But if you do want to see like more in-depth thoughts on them, then definitely go check out my other videos. Okay, let's start it!
I'm gonna take mine of you with me. Thank you. I'm gonna take mine of you with me. The way John Denver sings.
Still haunting as ever.
So you say there's a chance for us? Do you think about heaven? I'm gonna take mine of you with me. I'm doing it for us, for family life. I'm gonna take mine of you with me. It's a beautiful life. Remember that too for me.
That is just like such a transcendent experience. My tip is definitely listen to that on like a good speaker, because when I listen to that song in my headphones, it doesn't get a lot of the bass. And part of why this song feels so deep and emotional is because of that bass. It just makes everything feel fuller, more dramatic, like there's more at stake. Every time I listen to that song, I have to try not to cry, so I avoid it a lot. Like I very much have been avoiding this song because like I just don't always have the time to cry. Oh my god, okay, and then right next is Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard? Fantastic. She's really not even giving us any time to recover. Lana said, I'm about to give you my saddest album yet. Enjoy. Okay, Did You Know That There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard? Ah.
Did you know that there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard? Handmade beauty sealed up by two man-made walls.
That lyric every time.
When's it gonna be my turn? Open me up, tell me like it. Love me until I love myself. Every notion has a song.
I love love this part.
Don't forget me, open me up, tell me you love me, love me until I love myself. Don't forget me, like the tunnel under Ocean Blvd.
It's just a perfect song. Like, that's the thing, is it's just entirely a perfect song. My hair is bothering me. I'm totally taking it out. I tried to be super cute and like put this in my hair because like she wears like bows and like ribbons in her hair in this album, and it's also like yellow and gray, which like matches the cover, but honestly it's just bothering me. Maybe if I like do like a, ooh wait, that's cute. You know what, we're just gonna leave it down. Okay, let's move on to a track that we haven't heard yet. Track 3, Sweet. Yes.
I wrote you a note, but I didn't send it, 'cause that's the best method. The women you taught me about, what you don't really understand. Stars in my eyes.
I feel like I am literally inside of a Disney movie. Like, this is just beautiful. Like, this album. No, I don't even know if I can say it, but like, I am predicting that this album literally might surpass NFR. I know that's heresy, but like, oh my gosh, my favorite kind of music is like very symphonic, like orchestral, and like this isn't really that, but it's a more like subdued version of that. It's just so soft and sweet and beautiful, and it's so much more than just your typical piano ballad. It's so much more than that. Okay, let's continue.
I'm a different kind of woman. If you want some basic, bitch, go to the Beverly Center. I'm sweet.
Oh, she sounds like Cinderella.
Come to my house on Genesee. You in Shropshire, you wanna marry me? Remember I'll be Genesee.
Whoa, she asked one of the most powerful questions in that song. She was like, I want to do all of these things. Do you want to do these things with me? You can have the greatest connection in the world and all the sparks in the world, but ultimately, if you don't want to do the things that I want to do in my life, then like, what are we doing here? Oh my God, in the first verse, one of my favorite lyrics is when she says, I wrote you a note, but I didn't send it. Because that's the best method the women here taught me about. She feels like she can't communicate with this person, that they are not going to listen to her. So in order to get out her anger, she feels like she has to write like an angry letter and then not send it to him. It's either that, it's either like a letter of anger, or it could be a love letter. Like, if they're kind of something casual right now, but she wants something more, but she's like afraid to ruin it. Kind of like a Cruel Summer by Taylor Swift kind of thing. I don't know. Which one do you guys think it is? Oh my God, when she was like, if you want some she can be so hilarious in her songs sometimes. Like, she gets me. Ooh, when she says, lately we've been making out a lot, not talking about the stuff that's at the very heart of things. Do you want children? Do you want to marry me? Do you want to run marathons in Long Beach by the sea? I've got things to do, like nothing at all. I want to do them with you. Do you want to do them with me? Oh, and that specific lyric right before that question, when she says, I've got things to do, like nothing at all. She's like, are you willing to just do nothing with me sometimes for the rest of our lives? To just sit there with each other, you know, not having any other sort of stimulation, no parties, no other friends. It's gonna be just us, sometimes doing nothing. Is that enough for you, or is that going to bore you to death? It feels like she's not only asking this other person, but like she's asking herself. That was absolutely stunning. Okay, next up is A and W, which again, I have heard that one, so you can go and watch the video right here. Yeah, I don't know which way it is. And I really dissect the lyrics in that one, but for now, let's just jam to it for fun.
I haven't done a cartwheel since I was 9.
Still such a good lyric.
Look at me, look at the length of my hair, my face, the shape of my body. I say I live in Rosemead, really I'm at the
Okay, before we get into the switch up, the greatest switch up of all time, we need to talk about A&W in the context of the album, because when it was just a single, like, you don't really have any context, but now it comes right after, you know, Sweet. And, you know, album order is very important for an artist like Lana Del Rey. Like, you can tell that she's someone who, like, takes that very seriously. And Sweet, she's really asking, like, what's our future? Are we gonna get married? Are we gonna be, like, one of those couples who, like, runs marathons? Are we gonna sit around and do nothing, be able to do all of that? It feels like she's asking, are you going to grow up with me and grow old with me? And then in A&W, she says things like, you know, side piece at 33. There's a huge juxtaposition between those two songs, and they affect each other greatly. Sweet is made more heartbreaking, realizing that A&W comes right after. And A&W is almost like a wake-up call or a revert back to this old mentality. Those questions are out the window that she levied in Sweet, and it's now just, no, I've accepted my fate. This is what I am. This is who I am. And it's just so interesting, those two songs being wedged right together. She's just a genius. Okay, let's get into the switch up of the century. I told her you're fucking up big time. Big time. Dude, the way that song genuinely makes me feel, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm in a trance. I was gonna say it makes me feel high, but I've never actually been like high before, except for this one time when I was in London, England, and I got hospitalized and they had to give me morphine for the pain, and then I was high off the morphine that they gave me. This feels like that. Minus the hospital part. Okay, we have now officially listened to all of the songs that she made singles. So now we're getting into like the meat of the album. I'm so excited. Okay, track 5 is Judah Smith Interlude.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Mom, can you pick me up? I'm scared.
What did I just listen to? Is that her pastor? I don't really know much about like her past, but was she brought up Christian? That gave me like chills. I don't know if they were good chills. I don't know if they were bad chills. But chills nonetheless.
My approach was mostly about you, and you're not gonna like this, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. I've discovered my approach was mostly about me.
Whoa, that last line was really powerful. I just want to know what the heck that was. Is that like her pastor and she like recorded it and then recorded music over top of it? Was that something she found on the internet? I am so incredibly confused. What is this? Like, I can't tell what she's trying to do with this. Is this her agreeing with this? Is this a critique of this? Is she just trying to relate this to her life and how she's feeling? Kind of this idea of like wanting more than what you have. In Sweet, she was asking those questions of like, is this going to be enough? Like, do you want this too? And then in A&W, we saw that all being thrown out the window. I don't know, it kind of almost wraps up those two songs and comments on it. I'm just not sure what kind of a comment she's making. Whether she's in favor of what this pastor said, whether she disagrees, whether she feels neutrally, and she just thinks that it's an interesting take to put on the album because it relates to the themes of the album. I am so excited to like delve more deeply into that. I don't know, let me know in the comments, like, what do you think was the purpose of including that interlude in this album? Like, what are your thoughts? Okay, let's move on to Candy Necklace featuring John Baptiste. I have heard that this is like a lot of people's favorite and I'm really excited. So gorgeous.
White fire, cinnamon on my teeth, and I feel lucky. Rockefeller, my umbrella, can I love you, baby? You've been acting pretty restless, dancing like the young and restless, and I'm obsessed with your candy necklaces. Rockefeller, my umbrella.
This might be the strangest comparison you've ever heard, But for some reason, this is reminding me of the Twilight soundtrack.
All these candy necklaces.
Oh,
Candy necklaces.
oh.
Candy necklaces.
Whoa, I mean, just like all the other tracks, that was haunting and stunning. I need to look at the lyrics because I'm wondering what she means by candy necklaces. It's definitely a metaphor for something. Whoa, right off the top, this is very interesting. White fire, cinnamon on my teeth, which definitely reminds me of Cinnamon Girl. I'm obsessed with it. Candy necklaces. And then it's like I'm obsessed with like his candy necklaces. At first I was wondering if it was like she was obsessed with like a candy necklace wrapped around like her own throat, but when it's like his candy necklaces, that makes a lot more sense. I definitely do think it is a metaphor for like, you know, I want to say, I like being monetized, okay? But like, I do think it's a metaphor for like wanting to physically be with someone. Again, the album order comes in. It's interesting coming right after this interlude where this preacher is talking about like, don't succumb to lust, and candy necklaces is essentially her version of lust. In verse 2, this lyric is just, whoa, sitting on the sofa, feeling super suicidal. And by the way, I love like the super suicidal, like Sue and Sue, to kind of just catch the listener's ear. And then she continues with, hate to say the word, but baby, hand on the Bible. And again, it's that shocking juxtaposition between suicidal and hand on the Bible. It really feels like she's battling kind of two parts of herself, the part of herself from Sweet and the part of herself from A&W, and grappling with them. This album cuts deep. It goes like all the way. It does not mince words. It does not hide anything. It's really her just like speaking so honestly. And I love it. Like I know we're only like what, 6 songs in, but I truly feel like this is going to be one of my favorite LANA albums and just one of my general favorite albums of all time. Whoa, track 7 is Jean-Baptiste Interlude. And by the way, he did such a stunning job on Candy Necklace. Oh my god, it was giving like Bon Iver and Exile vibes. All right, let's listen. They're just ripping. Wow, that gave me chills. They just sounded so happy. Like they just sounded like they were having so much fun. And it's so interesting because the way that the music swells, it makes it sound so dramatic. And it's such a beautiful moment. And I love how they're dramatizing this just like beautiful moment filled with like laughter and love, because it's showing just like such incredible beauty. Like it's showing how truly tumultuous and beautiful a moment like that can be. You know, we have these moments in real time and we don't think much of them. And then when we look back at these memories, we cry thinking about how beautiful they were and how we didn't even realize that at the time. And I feel like she's captured this memory and put music behind it that accurately represents like what she feels when she thinks about that memory. This is truly an album. This is not just a collection of songs. This is an album. You are supposed to listen to these songs within the context of the whole album. She is telling a full story. This is a masterpiece. It's not going to be for everyone, and that's okay, but this is for me. Like, this is everything I could ever have wanted and more. Okay, track 8 is Kintsugi. Let's listen.
Certain point the body can't come back from. Chucky was there for 3 out of 3. I was there for the 3rd, 'cause I couldn't be there for the one who was closest to me.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no.
Is she talking about death? Like, is she talking about her family dying and not being there during the time of death of her grandparents? Because I like relate a lot. Oh, I don't want to cry. No. Can you imagine the song's just like not even about that at all? I'm just crying for no reason. Okay, let's continue.
It's just that I don't trust myself with my heart. but I've had to let it break a little more. 'Cause they say that's what it's for. That's how the light shines in. When you see someone die, you see of your days flash in front of you, and you think about who will be with you. Daddy, I miss them. I'm in the mountains. I'm probably running away from the thoughts in them. I'd have things to do with them, but they say that's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. There's a name for it in Japanese. It's kintsugi. I don't know anyone left who knows songs that I sing. But there's nothing to do except know that this is how the light gets in.
I like do not like crying in front of other people. I had this thing, and I've had it my whole life, where like if I cry in front of people, then like I get embarrassed, and then like I like freak out, and then it makes me cry more. Which is such an unfortunate problem to have. Well, so much for my makeup, I guess. I don't even know like how to explain or get into like why that song touched me so much. Let's just dissect the lyrics. I don't know if I want to though. There's a certain point the body can't come back from. She's saying in 1 year we've learned the truth of a lot of what this is. I don't know if maybe she lost a lot of people in like 1 year, and that's kind of what that lyric is referencing. I was there for the third because I couldn't be there for the one who was closest to me. You know, I ever since I was born, we lived with my noni, like my nonna and nono. They were like my best friends, because like when my mom and dad worked, like they took care of me, and like I just did everything with them. Like they were my very best friends. I spent every single moment of every single day pretty much with them. Like when I was a baby, like I wouldn't go to sleep unless my nonna was rocking me to sleep and like singing to me, and like I can't say I run when things get hard. It's just that I don't trust myself with my heart, but I've had to let it break a little more because they say that's what it's for. I think like it's hard to understand like what it feels like to like lose a parent. And it's hard because like in my particular situation, like I have both my parents, but with my nonna and nono, like they weren't my grandparents, like they were my parents too. I was just lucky enough to have 4 parents instead of 2. So when they died, it felt like I lost 2 of my parents. This idea of like your heart breaking, like that's how the light gets in. I don't know. I like it as a lyric. I'm not sure if she completely buys it, and I think that's kind of the point of the song. She's not really using it to be like, it's okay, that's how the light gets in. She's saying this is what other people are telling me, this is what I've been told. That there's always some sort of like trying to find a silver lining, and with some people I think they can find that with their faith, and that's great. I personally haven't really found like a silver lining. To me it's just sad. I'm not very good with comforting myself of like, oh, they're dead but it's okay because they're in heaven, or it's okay because la 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 la. Like for me it's just like, it's just sad. It makes sense that's what she's thinking, because in the chorus it says that's how the light gets in, and then she goes straight into but daddy I miss them, because it's like you can say like, oh, they're in a better place now, they're blah blah blah, and she's like, yeah, that's great, but like I miss them. Like, I don't know, it's hard to like hear like people like say that kind of stuff to you, because you're just like, I get it, I know, but like I miss them so much, like every day. This is such a mess. I don't even know if I can like post this. Sorry if this is just like genuinely upsetting and not fun at all to watch. Now I'm hungry. Whenever I cry, I get like so extremely hungry. Thanks a lot, Lana. Okay, well, I don't even know how I'm supposed to like move on from that. Maybe I need to like go take a break and then come back and listen to the rest. I'm gonna do that. I also have to pee, so there you go. Okay, I took a little break and I am back. We are now gonna listen to Fingertips, track 9. Please God, do not make me cry like I did with track 8. Oh no.
Extrapolate some small intention.
That is from
Bartender, hold me all night. Will I die? Father, sister, brother, Charlie, stop smoking with a baby. Be
No.
A cocktail of things that twist neurons inside, but without them I die. Crying right now, to you. Give you 2 seconds to cry. Give you a blanket, your spirit can sit and watch TV by my side. It's a shame that we die. I give myself 2 seconds to cry.
This better get nominated for Album of the Year, I swear to God. That song is so complex musically. Okay, let's look at the lyrics. This is just full-on, run-on sentences, just complete stream of consciousness. It's stunning. What really got me when she said, take you home, I'll give you a blanket, your spirit can sit and watch TV by my side. She talks about being sent away. I know that she was sent away to boarding school, right? So is she talking about that? The kind of 2 seconds motif that carries us through 2 seconds to cry, then 2 seconds to breathe, then 2 seconds to be me. And it's about like, can I just have 2 seconds, just this time to just recalibrate? And I think that it's so smart in this song because this whole time she is just going full force forward with no breaks, and she just keeps going and going and going, and it's so fast. And so for the lyrics to then be, can I just take 2 seconds? You feel like you're racing against the clock, and she just wants a second to breathe, to come up for air. And the juxtaposition between the lyrics and what the music is doing is so brilliant. Okay, let's move on to Paris, Texas, featuring Simil? I do not know how to pronounce that. I'm so sorry. Oh. This is the sound of Dark Academia. This is what Dark Academia sounds like. Does that make sense?
Went to Paris with a suitcase in my hand. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. It's time to go. Took a drink this way.
This is so awesome.
Just a notebook in my hand. Down in Florence, Alabama. When everyone starts brighter than you are. Flew back home. Then it's California home. When you belong.
Oh my god, that chord right at the end. Oh my god. I don't know if this makes any sense. It probably does not, but that is Dark Academia in a song. Like, I'm putting that on my Dark Academia playlist. It's just like this idea of like traveling with like nothing but a notebook, and you're going to all these different places with all this old architecture, and you're just learning, and oh my god. And the music is just such classical music. Like, oh my god. This album, NFR and this album are on a tight race right now for my heart. Could this album genuinely go above NFR? I don't know. I don't have enough space from it yet. I haven't even finished listening to it yet, so I don't know. This bridge is very interesting to me. When everyone's star is bright, brighter than you are, it's time to go, and you're the only one left dancing while they're on the floor. Time to go. Do you think she's talking about aging in the spotlight and feeling like, oh my god, have I overstayed my welcome? Like, I know Taylor talks about that a lot, that fear of overstaying her welcome and the fear of like being geriatric even though you're just in your 30s. I wonder if that's a comment on that? I don't know. Okay, I didn't catch this while I was listening. I flew back home. It seems everything's the same. And then brackets, Venice, California, except that you weren't home. Hello? I'm not sure if she's talking about like her like lover, like her boyfriend, I don't know. Or if she's talking about like one of her relatives who's like died. I kind of see it that way because like I know the feeling of like going back somewhere, like going back to like my old house and like seeing it and realizing that like we don't live there anymore, and my nonna and nono don't live there anymore because like when they died we like moved, and everything's the same except that one house, except that's the one thing is like they're just not there. I can't handle this album. I literally no what I literally looked down the title of this song. It's literally called Grandfather, Please Stand on the Shoulders of My Father While He's Deep Sea Fish. Featuring Ryobi? I don't know. Lana really said, let's just look deep into Jessie's soul today and write an album that just coincides with everything she's felt in her heart for the last 10 years. I'm so done. I can't do this anymore. Whatever. Okay. Track 11.
I know you think that it took somebody else to make me beautiful. To play along. God, if you're near me, send me 3 white butterflies. Grandfather, please stand on the shoulders of my father while he's deep sea fishing. 'Cause I'm good on spirit, one body, electric and water. But I have good intention, even if I'm one of the last
Whoa, that was really interesting. It was unexpected. Wait, oh my gosh. She says, I know they think it took thousands of people to put me together again like an experiment. Some big men behind the scenes sewing Frankenstein black dreams into my songs, but they're wrong. Wait, is she talking about like the industry there and like how for the longest time when she started her career, people thought she was like a plant and that like she couldn't possibly have written this music and there had to have been like men behind the music. Hey, editing Josie here. Okay, at first, when I first listened to this, I was really confused as to how it like relates to the rest of the album. Like, why is she talking about the industry when it's supposed to be about her family? But then I watched Swiftologist's reaction, Zachary, who like calls himself the Lanaologist whenever he does like Lana stuff. But he said that, I think it was him who said like, maybe it's about how her father is like starting a career in the industry. And so she's saying like, grandfather, will you please like protect him? Deep sea fishing for sharks or whatever is like a metaphor for like being in this industry. So it does tie back into family in that way. The first time I listened to it, I was like, like, I don't know, it's okay. But then
A few moments later.
oh, what did I have against this song the first listen? Oh my god, transcend me, Lana. Okay, well, let's move on to track 12, Let the Light In, featuring Father John Misty.
Pick you up at home, 2:45. Drive around, get drunk, do it over again. You know I am up and under this other car.
Oh, gorgeous.
Live a ride at your back door, yelling 'cause I wanna come in.
Wait, let's pause this for a second. Father John Misty. I just want to look up who this is. Oh, he's a musician. Oh, I literally thought he was like a pastor. I was expecting to hear like one of those like a sermon or something. Well, he's very, very good. I will say that. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, wow, that was really beautiful. I don't know, this is weird. I've started to feel a bit disconnected to the album. I don't know if I'm just like shutting my emotions off or if I'm just like so incredibly tired. It was really beautiful. It just didn't feel as ethereal as some of the tracks before. I don't know, this album is a really like emotional one for me. I don't know if I'm just like shutting down because of that. Let's look at the lyrics. I noticed how like there is a relationship between this song and Kintsugi where she's saying like a broken heart is meant to like let the light in, like that's how the light gets in. So I appreciate that lyrical link. She's saying in the song that she was like struggling to let people in after like the death of her relatives. At your back door yelling because I want to come in. So I think she's kind of trying to let the light in into her life after like a dark time. That's really interesting. I really like the it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful melody. Okay, let's listen to song 13, Margaret, featuring the I love you, Jack Antonoff.
This is a simple song, gonna write it for a friend.
Oh, this is stunning. Oh my god, we're back. Oh my god. Oh, yes.
So if you don't know, don't give up.
When you know, you know. That's a lyric from Paris, Texas. Oh, yes. That was beautiful. I really love that one. Guys, I literally got so hungry from crying. Like, my stomach, like, literally started, like, eating itself, and it was hurting so much. So I had to go make peanut butter toast. This album is actually, like, I don't know if it's good for my mental health or, like, not good for my mental health. Because, like, on one hand, it's, like, very healing. Hi, Thea, my little kitty cat.
Okay.
But on the other hand, I'm like, is this just making me more sad? I feel like this video was getting more and more unhinged as the night goes on. Are you playing? You're so cute. I have a cat, in case that wasn't obvious. Alright, now that my stomach's no longer eating itself alive, let's listen to track 14, Fishtail. Actually, before we start, it's interesting, like, the fish motifs kind of going through the album. Like, the grandfather, like, please stand on my shoulders, blah, 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 fishing. And then, like, fish is also, like, a Christian symbol. Damn, I really started this video, like, halfway decently cute. I don't know what happened. Actually, I do know what happened. Emotional turmoil. Hi, baby. Are you here to listen to Lana Del Rey with Mummy? Okay, let's do.
Shut the hell up.
You are smart, Lana. Oh, well, hello, A&W Part 2.
Bye, bitch.
Wait, she says, like, braid my hair. Does she mean, like, in a fishtail braid? Is that what this is about? Taking us back to 2014. Let's go. The way she's literally one of the smartest women alive. Like, I'm sorry, but you can't have a discography like Lana Del Rey's and not be like IQ of like 5 million. Like, what are you talking about, Lana? Let's look at the lyrics. Just like right off the bat, you wanted me sadder. Whoa, she's like, you literally wanted me to be sad. You liked me better before because I was sad, because it created like intrigue and mystery in your life. And now that I'm finally happy, you don't want me anymore. Oh my gosh. And the one where she was like, I'm painting your red flags green. Oh my gosh. That really got me. Ella Fitzgerald in the air. Ella Fitzgerald is, for those who don't know, like literally probably the greatest jazz vocalist of all time, in my humble opinion anyway. I love that Lana listens to Ella. You can tell that she definitely listens to like the greats when it comes to jazz, because she really does inflect her voice in those same ways. Even just kind of the way that she pronounces certain words when she's singing, it's very different from what anyone else in this time period does. Okay, let's go on to Peppers featuring Tommy Janisha. I'm excited. I'm excited. Oh my god. Oh my god, stop! What in the world? Oh my god, how did she go from making me bawl my eyes out to like making me literally just sit here and dance? What? The whiplash is unreal right now. Oh my god. It's getting ultra violence now. Only Lana can put that many genres in the song. I just want to know what goes through her mind when she writes these masterpieces. Like, what? Somewhere Angelina Jolie is so confused. Hands on your knees, Angelina Jolie. Hands on your knees, Angelina Jolie. That's gonna be the next Jimmy Jimmy Cocoa Puff, Jimmy Jimmy Ride. Like literally, all I've been doing is walking around my house going Jimmy Jimmy Cocoa Puff, Jimmy Jimmy Ride. And now it's gonna be hands on knees, Angelina Jolie. And everyone's gonna be like, what are you talking about? Okay, track 16, the final one, Taco Truck X VB. What? Oh, hi! Hi, little boopy! Oh, little Nana girl! Okay, let's listen.
Met my boyfriend on a taco truck. Pass me my vape, I need to take a boat. Caribbean blue in sweater weather. That's why they call me Lanita.
Who calls you Lanita?
Spin it till you whip it into a cream, baby. I know that you hate me.
This is reminding me of NFR. Oh my god! What is happening? It's me, a little Venice bitch. It's me, a little Venice bitch. Yeah, what are you doing here? Oh, stop in the piano ending? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Well, I guess we know what the VB stands for now. I truly cannot believe that I just listened to that album. All 16 songs. All 1 hour and 17 minutes. What are my thoughts, you ask? No fucking clue. I'm so confused, so happy, so tired. I'm cried out. I don't know what this roller coaster of emotions just put me through. Like, how was I literally crying over my dead grandparents 1 minute and then the next minute I'm just listening to Venice Bitch? Interestingly, I think the first 3/4 of the album is stronger than the last quarter of the album, but it also just could be because I'm really tired and hungry and I cried a lot and it's like really late. So like I think I'll have to like just listen to the whole album like again and again and again to really like get my thoughts solid on it. I honestly don't even know what to say. Like, I feel like I'm not even being coherent at this point. But yeah, don't forget to pre-save Gravity, subscribe, ring the bell, give this video a like if you liked it, give this video a like if you hated it, and I will see you the next time I post a video or the next time I listen to a Lana Del Rey song. Bye, I guess. I'm suing Lana Del Rey for the therapy I will inevitably need after this album.